Well, welcome to a live chat if anybody's out there. As you know, I've been dehydrating basil. And one of my subscribers said, "What are you going to do with all that basil?" Because I saw the dehydrator full. Well, really, when it gets dehydrated and you put it in the jar, it's not that much. I mean, it's pretty strong because you don't have to put much in your um, dishes, but it is pretty strong. But I want to show you every bit of basil in this dehydrator goes right there in this paint jar. It'll fit perfectly. I wish I'd have put this at the end of the other video, but I didn't think to do that. But you can store a lot of basil in a jar because once it's dehydrated, you just squish it down and it breaks apart. I mean, it may take a little bit more than just this one jar, I'm not sure, but usually it only takes one jar to put it all in. So evidently whoever left that comment has never dehydrated basil. They don't know how it swivels up and it turns to almost powder, especially after you get it in your jar. Let me check the chat because I can't see it back here. Oh, we got Ashley and Diana. Hello, ladies. I just wanted to get on here and show people how you store your basil and how it doesn't take that much room to store it once it's dehydrated. Yeah, because you don't want to, I mean, your leaves don't have to be left whole to put basil in your dishes, you know, in your recipes. And this was left overnight and part of the day. So just well say a good 48 hours in the dehydrator and your basil is dry. I mean, you don't have to keep it in there for days on end. So if you're worried about space, if you grow basil, about drying it, after you get it dried, it does not take up that much space. And some of that is not good and dry yet. I don't want to put leaves in there that are not good and dry. Because I had quite a bit of basil in here. That one's not dry good. Yeah, this bottom section, it was real thick with basil, so it's not quite dry yet. So I'm going to put all of this in one. Yeah, I still have a couple of leaves up there that are not good and dry. Now all this is dry, however. And I'm going to see if I can get that in the jar. So I'm going to put this back in here, this one tray, but I'm going to put it up close to the top, I think. So there's just a few leaves that aren't completely dried, so I'm just going to turn that back on and leave it set for the rest of the day. And then I'll come back and put it in my jar. Because see, as you pack it down, it crumbles. And yeah, see, I've got enough space in the top of the jar, right here, to put the rest of that basil when it's dried. So don't worry about the space it takes to save your basil, because the whole dehydrator is going to go right in that jar. The whole dehydrator full. Look down here on the ground. I've got Lucky sprawled out. I don't know where little buddy is. He's found a shady spot somewhere. But Lucky's right here. He's been following me around this morning as I got things done. But yeah, if you want to grow basil, thyme, mint, any of your spices, you know, when you buy it in a jar in the store, it's a little jar not even half this big. And you spend $3 or $4 for that little jar of dried herbs or spice. And once it's crumbled down, you only need a couple of pinches of it to put in your recipe, and that's enough. Because I've got almost 2 whole plants dehydrated in a pint jar. You wouldn't have thought that it would have all went in there, but it will. This one last shelf is going to go in there too when it gets dry. Almost stepped on Lucky's tail. How are you ladies doing? Gladys, hello Gladys. Ashley. Yeah, after reading that comment about what am I going to do with all of that basil? Oh my God, they thought I had a ton of basil since I cut both plants, because I only grew 2 plants of basil this year. But that's what I do with it. I dehydrate it, and it all goes in one whole jar. The whole dehydrator full goes in one. And those plants will grow back. You know, they'll produce more leaves the rest of the summer. And I can either cut them back again and get another dehydrator full of basil, or I can just break off my basil off the plant and use fresh basil in my recipes. Either one. So, yeah, it's a wonder I don't step on Lucky, because he's always under my feet, just like little Buddy always was. And I tried to go horizontal, and it was locked in this setting, and it wouldn't let me change it. So we're back to square one with that again. Yeah, but I hope that clears up a little bit about dehydrating herbs and spices. I wanted to show you also my the last potatoes that I planted. I got out here the other day and put this one up here and planted more sweet potato slips in it. And they all seem to be doing fine. You know, when you first plant them, some of the leaves might fall off, but I've already got new leaves on it right there in places. Go check this one. And look at this one. It's already trying to climb up the tree. That's the reason I put them out here, because I don't care where the vines grow, as long as they want to grow up the trees or just in this area out here. On this side of the yard, they should have plenty of room to spread those vines. Because, you know, the sweet potatoes don't grow on the vine. It grows in the soil. I'll have to dig out those potatoes, those sweet potatoes, just like I did the white potatoes and the red ones when I planted them. And there's my other tote of them. So my sweet potatoes are doing fine. And I keep getting more slips. I've got more totes that I can plant them in, but I mean, I just want to show you. Look at this. I broke some off this morning, and look at all the slips that are growing on the top of the potatoes still. I had to throw one of the potatoes away because it was getting dehydrated or something, rotting. But this one, see, I broke slips off of it this morning, and look at all those small slips growing back. And then I've got this jar of slips rooting. This jar is already rooted. Look at the roots down there. So I've still got 2 jars of the slips and more slips growing on the potatoes. What am I going to do with all these potato slips, y'all? I don't have enough totes to plant them in. So I don't know. I might can get a couple more out here. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. But I still got time. I can still plant them. Yeah, 5 potatoes has produced hundreds of potato slips. So if y'all only want to plant a tote or 2 of potatoes, sweet potatoes, you only need 1 good sweet potato to root, put in water to grow slips. Because, they're still producing tons of slips. And I've got all these in these 2 jars that are rooting. That jar there, the whole jar full, is ready to be planted. Look at the roots on it. I need to put more water in some of them too, because they drink up the water pretty fast. Gladys says frozen. Okay, now I wish I could climb a tree. Who would thought to use tubs to plant? Well, here in Texas, Diana, you have to use big pots or tubs where I live, because I live on top of a rock mountain, and you can't keep things watered. I mean, especially with our water rationing. We still got water rationing going on. with all the water rationing and stuff, you can't keep plants watered if you don't plant them in totes, pots, or something like that. So that's why I do that. And that's one reason I started the channel on gardening, is because it's so hard to plant stuff in the garden, I mean in the yard. I mean, now if I had raised beds, like my rock gardens out here, rock garden, and even that's hard to keep it watered. I've had a hard time even getting 2 rose bushes to live out there because it's so hard to keep it watered. Now, like this up here, that's almost like planting in a pot in the top of this little well, because it's real shallow up there. It's not even 6 inches deep, the dirt. So as long as I can keep water to it, keep the dirt moist, my flowers, my caladiums will live up there, or my daylilies. And I've planted more daylilies and caladiums down here on the bottom. They haven't all come up yet, but see, I love that red leaf. And I got another one that came up there just barely. Well, where is it? I was showing it. The glare is on the camera. There it is, right there. It's still kind of small, and the heat's getting to it. But this is in mostly shade during the day, so bulbs and stuff grow good over here. The shade-loving plants do. So that's why I put caladiums and daylilies over here. And I've got a few marigolds, but marigolds don't do too well in this spot. They don't get enough sun. But sweet potatoes love shade. If you put them in the sun, they're going to burn up. So if you do plant sweet potatoes, put them in the shade. Or a shady spot. They can get some sun during the day, but... And see, I've got some there. The white leaf one. And I put more all out in the rock garden here. So... And that one there. I love the red with the pink and the green. I think it's so pretty. But let's get back to business. But I got these 2 packages in the mail today as well. See, how many people do we have in here? 17? Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. We got neck bone in here. Cat hanging out. You're freezing? Tablet's freezing. I'm sorry, Gladys. But this came all the way from Hawaii, from April. Or Sunday, April. Oh, this is the coffee she was talking about. Maui coffee. Vanilla macadamia nut coffee. Look at that. I'm going to enjoy this, April. And she's not in here. It's too early for her time to be in here. So she'll have to catch it later. But there's the macadamia nut coffee that she sent. Vanilla macadamia. Oh, I bet it smells good when you're brewing it too. In fact, as soon as I get done with this live, I'm going to go in the house and put me some in the coffee pot. Looking to see brewing suggestions. We suggest using 1 tablespoon of coffee for every ounces of water. If you feel the cup is too strong, scale back accordingly. Or you can always add a little bit more water. Yeah, but I'm going to try that. It just sounds real good. Thank you, April. I'm going to love this. Thank you dearly. And then this one is from Ann Watson. And she's not in chat either. I guess I show everything too early, but I just, I get anxious and I want to show people what I got. Says to Linda, it's got a card in it. Well, I think it opens. Isn't that a pretty? It's got pansies on it. Look at that. Pretty card. Thank you, Anne. And she's not in chat yet either. It says, Linda, thank you for all of the information you always share with us. Thank you for being our friend, Anne. Well, thank you so much for being my friend, Anne. I appreciate it, and that's a beautiful card. Thank you. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is 60 packs. Bamboo plant labels. Look at that. Oh my goodness, isn't that neat? There's 60 of these bamboo plant stakes that you put in your pots to mark your plants. I love that. Thank you so much, Anne. Now I can't get the box closed. And here's something else. A gardener's tool set. Ergonomic handle, stainless steel, lightweight. Show you the box and then I'll open it. Find out where you open it at. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's got a bag, I like a tool bag. Places you put your utensils. Well, let's put them in there as we take them out. How about it? We got a pretty little fork, gardening fork. We got a spade. Isn't that a pretty color? It's too pretty to use. A pair of hedge clippers or shears. I'm not sure what they call them. Let's see if it says on the box what it's called. It's on the bottom side of it. Pruning shears. I should have known that. You can put them in there. We've got a cultivator. Look at that. Isn't that something? That's awesome. We got a transplanter because that's like the trowel, but only it's skinnier for digging down in the dirt to make the hole to plant whatever it is you're going to plant. And I guess I'm putting them in there wrong. Supposed to put them in there so you can see what you got in there. Let me turn them. And we got this. A weeder. It's like a little fork at the end. Only I can't get that off. Let's see. I was going to show it to you, but I can't get that little... Now, it's like a little fork at the end. And that's for the weeds, to get weeds out. It's got a long, about a foot long. That'll come in handy. But I want to show you what it looks like when your stuff is in it. See, you got 3 of them on that side in the pockets. You got 3 on this side. And then it's a bag all as well. You got plenty of room down in there to put something else that you might need to put in there. But that keeps all your tools together. How neat. That is the neatest thing. Thank you so much, Ann. That was Ann Watson, y'all. It's like Christmas when I get stuff like this from my subscribers. Just like Christmas. Just like Christmas. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate this. It makes you feel so good when subscribers send you stuff. Try to get that. Oh goodness, here goes a FedEx. We got something else coming. I don't know what. FedEx out there, y'all. What else am I getting? Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
I got a big box, y'all, this time, and I don't know what it is. Whew. I don't remember ordering anything. It's real light. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I know what it is. I forgot they were coming today. It's not a gift. It is a gift for my AC unit. Lovely gift of gardening. I know. I just wish Ann was in live to see this, but she'll watch it later. And April as well. April sent the coffee, and then Ann sent the gardening set with the bag to put it in. But I've been so busy in the yard, I've been forgetting about maintenance on my AC unit, my central air. Oh, look at this. It goes on forever. It's a long snake. This is for my AC unit, y'all. Y'all know what that is. It's filters. And believe it or not, my AC unit takes 3 of these. Yes, 3 of them. Not 1, 3 at a time. So I ordered a pack of 4. They only come with 4 in it. And then when I went out to Walmart, they had them in stock at Walmart, but I think they cost just a little bit more than what I ordered them for. But yeah, that means my job to clean out my AC unit, my central air unit in the house, is coming up like later on today. And I'll probably video that too, let you see how I do it. But yes, ma'am, it takes 3 of these big filters for my AC unit, my central air. It certainly does. Most units, it only takes 1. Mine takes 3. Get all this back in the box. Oh my goodness. It goes on forever. Oh. Bear with me a minute. I'm just trying to get this box. All that stuff back in that box. So I don't have to do it later. Oh. But yeah, isn't that neat? My coffee. I gotta sit down a minute and I can't see the chat. Let's get it closer so I can see the chat. Gladys says you go, girl. Thank you, Gladys. Keeps you nice and cool. Yeah, I'll have to get in there and change out 3 of the filters. But you know, most central air units only take one filter. I like to died when I first got this AC unit. I mean, because it was one that I put in the house after we moved in. And I couldn't believe how many let's see if I can lower this so I can talk to y'all. Because I wasn't stay on. I was just going to come on because I didn't want to have to upload the video. I'd rather show the tool set, basically, as I call it, the garden tool set, than to show me or my filters. Get this up there so I can see. Strange it takes 3. Yeah, but it does. This is Texas heat, y'all. I have a 3-ton central air unit in my house. Got makeup down on my eye. Yeah, I have a 3-ton a central air unit in my house. I hate not talking to the screen because I want to at least show people who's talking to them. And I'm trying to get it so I can see the chat. And you can see my little tool set back here. Always come on to see if she's on. Yeah, it's strange. It takes 3 filters, but it does. It takes 3 filters. And usually I try to get these white filters. They're the best ones that I found because it takes care of lint, household dust, dust mites, mold spores, pollen, pet dander, smoke, smog, cough and sneeze debris, bacteria, and viruses. These electrostatic air cleaning filters is what they're called. They're great for people that have allergies. They really are. And they have better ones than these, but they're like $12 or more a piece. I can't afford that. I mean, especially when you got to replace 3 at a time. It gets a little costly having to buy 3 filters each time you change out filters in your central air unit about every 3 to 4 months. So, and see, these same filters filter the air that is put through the house when my furnace is on. So it's not just in the summer that I have to keep these clean, it's through the winter months as well. Diana says, love that gardening set there. I know, it's precious. I love it. And you could put maybe like, I don't know what else you could put down in the bag, but that's a deep bag and it's waterproof. It's lined. So if you put something wet in there, it's not going to soak into the fabric. So yeah, I love that. And I love this coffee that April sent. Oh my God, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm just going to have to be sparingly drinking it. I can't sit there and drink it all day, that's for sure. But I can't wait to try, and I will let you know how good it is when I try it. I ought to go in there now and put some in the pot. Frozen, is it only me? I guess it's only you, Gladys. I don't know. Nobody else has said they had any problems. Cindy says she's going to start making some coleslaw. Yeah, but I ought to go in there and make me a cup of it while I've got everybody online and taste it and see how it tastes. I got me Coke out here, but I drink too much Coke. Yeah, I think I'm going to go make me a cup of coffee. You want to let's go make a cup of coffee, y'all? Gladys says, okay, now. Okay, well. Take this knife in. I can leave my filters and stuff. Come back and get them later. It's a lot cooler inside. I decided to do this live from out here because it was so cool. I mean, it's not hot yet, scorching. It's still plenty warm, but it's bearable. Let's get in here while I can get the camera set up. Oh my God, I got a sink full of dirty dishes, y'all. I haven't washed my dishes yet this morning. I hate for y'all to even see. But my coffee maker's over there. I got to move my, let's let the leg back down on this thing. I really don't need more coffee today, but I'm going to have to try the coffee. Let's see. It's the best place to put this thing to see what I'm doing. I got to move my do a switcheroo with my coffee pot and my food processor. Move one back out of the way and put the other one up here. I should not show you my dirty house. Let's see. We'll make about 4 cups full. Get a filter. I got filters here somewhere. Get to them. I'm coming, y'all. I just had to get to the back of the cabinet where my filters were. I got them. Get one filter out, put it in there. Now the coffee. Open packages should be put in the container in a freezer. Okay, let's see how I can open this. Where is my scissors? I may have opened that wrong, I don't know, but one tablespoon for every 6 ounces, so one, two. I'm not going to make mine real strong because I don't like real strong coffee. And there it be. And again, I do apologize for the picture being vertical. I did not intend to do that. I'm looking for a clip. And I never can find a clip when I'm looking for one. But you know what I found works just about as good as one of those plastic clips? A clothespin. It keeps it shut until I can find my pen. So there you go. Just leave that right there for right now. And I got all this stuff. Y'all, I didn't intend for y'all to see me clean up my kitchen or clean up my dirty dishes. But I hate for y'all to keep looking at my house with dirty dishes piled in the sink. Ready to go another time. smells pretty good. I must say that coffee does smell good. Becky says, I don't care for tea. Ginger tea is amazing. Yeah, I drink ginger tea sometimes. Linda, everyone has dirty dishes. Just throw a towel over them and they disappear. Thank you, Lowaway. Lowaway, or however you pronounce that name. I don't usually just throw a towel over mine. If I throw a towel over my my clean dishes, it's because I just washed all the dishes and they're in the drainer, and I probably washed out the towel, and I throw it over the top of my clean dishes to dry, and that way the towel dries at the same time. That's usually the only time I cover my dishes. But I can get some of these washed up while we're waiting. These were breakfast dishes and a few dishes dirty from last night that I just left in the sink. Usually I wash everything before I go to bed at night. But I didn't last night, and then I got up and fried me some sausage and scrambled a couple of eggs and had breakfast. And then I said, well, I don't want to keep waiting. I want to do the video while it's still halfway cool outside. And it's not cool at all, but it's not quite as hot as it will be after, in a couple of hours. There. At least I got the dirty dishes washed. They're still here, but they're clean. I don't have dirty dishes piled in the sink. Now let's see. Now I need to find some milk. I forgot about that. I got milk somewhere. Got it somewhere. Or I could be out of it. I don't know. Could be out of canned milk. Let me taste it with just some sweetener in it first, then I might put a little bit of milk in it. Ooh, that tastes good. It's so smooth. Mmm. Y'all take a sip. Vanilla macadamia nut. Ooh, that's good. Can't find my milk, but I'll put me some whipped cream in it. You ever put whipped cream in coffee before? Whipped cream and coffee is pretty good. Have y'all ever done that? Stir it around. Oh, that's going to make some good coffee. Just mix that whipped cream all up in that coffee. I know I got another can of milk somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It's probably in the back of one of the cabinets. But here you go. Vanilla, macadamia nut, whipped cream coffee. Oh, that's so good, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all need to try some. That's good. It's really good, April. Thank you so much for sending it. Now showing us her butt. Did I show y'all my butt? I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, y'all. Yeah, be nice, Gladys. I got to go over here and sit down now with my coffee. See, I even had my exhaust fan on, pulling all the sausage smell out of the house. Whew, that's hot. Now I'm going to have to let this back down. Yeah, I said both of those gifts were here, then that other big box showed up. And I said, it's like Santa come to see me today. So I had to show some of what I got. Whew, I'm tired. I've been out watering stuff today, putting compost tea to stuff. And because we just have not had any more rain this week, and I didn't want my plants to die. So I've been busy doing that. Lindy, why do you use a bucket for doing dishes instead of your sink? Well, I can use my sink, but I usually take my dishwater and I water my plants right outside the front door with it. Because plants love dishwater. You know, you have all that little particles of food and stuff in your water when you wash your dishes. And you take that and water your plants with it. It's like putting plant food to them. They love it. I always water the plants at the bottom of the arbor on this front side of the house, and the big wine barrel that's sitting on top of the tree stump that has my hollyhocks in it, and sometimes my peppermint or the pot that's on the ground, on the concrete. I water all of that with the dish water that's in that dishpan. Because like I said, we're still restricted on the water we can use. We're only supposed to water 1 day a week, and that's why I set up my compost buckets and barrels and everything, because that gives me another day to water my plants other than my one watering day. And now they have allowed me to start using my water hose to water with instead of having to just use a bucket. But I still have to use a bucket when I water with my compost tea. And that's my plant food and fertilizer that goes to my plants. So that's why we've been on a water rationing this is the 3rd year. It's getting kind of old. They need to go ahead and fix the problem, do something. We should not be restricted on what we can water. I mean, I spent a lot of money years ago in planting flower bulbs and all kind of stuff in my rock gardens just to have to see them just dry up and go away. And I'm tired of it. You know, I'm tired of watching my plants die. I'm not going to let my garden die. I smoke crack every day. Who is this G Silly? Yeah, someone blocked this G Silly. I can't do it right now. I'm just on my phone, my camera, so I don't have access to block them. I guess I can bring it up and see if I can. But Gladys is in here. Maybe she can. I don't know what other moderators I've got. Yeah, I just happened to see that. I don't even know who G Silly is. There, and there's Caleb. Hello. I had to show everybody the presents I got. My eyes are all red because they're irritated. Irritated from the pollen and stuff in the air. And I look a mess. I didn't plan on going live. I just did it at the spur of the moment. I just wanted to go ahead and show the gifts that I got because they had just come. Your pad don't work that good. That's okay. And there's Paul. Hello, Paul. Yeah, I know. You've always got trolls that come around to all the lives. They don't do it just to me. They do it to a lot of other people, too. You know, because they don't have anything better to do. They're bored. And most of the time, they're kids. They're teenagers. Just out to do no good. The kind of kids that get in trouble all the time. But yeah, I'm enjoying my coffee. I wish I could give y'all a cup. Just give you some of it. Give you a taste. I know I didn't have a mask on, but I wasn't digging in the dirt this morning. But this was from yesterday, walking around doing stuff, and I didn't wear a mask. But, you know, it's not going to keep the pollen out of my eyes to wear a mask, so. And I can't wear dark glasses so I can't see. I'll have a mask and my goggles on to where I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know how to mod. Well, I can make you a moderator, Cindy, if you want to be one. And all you do is go to the 3 dots next to the person's name on the right of their name. And it gives you options to block them, to remove them, report them, or whatever. And that's what the moderators do. They just go there and, you know, block people or put them in timeout, that type of thing. When they do stuff like this G Silly just did. Would you want to be a moderator, Cindy? You may need to put a bubble around your house. Yeah, I know. I'm like that guy in that movie that lived in a bubble. I said sometimes I feel like I need a bubble around me. Okay, let me see if I can get in there and do that. I've got to go into another section to do it. If I can get your name to come up. It's what? Cindy. Well, the one that comes up, I guess that is, well, you got your picture to yours. I hate when get on and cause crap. Type in something else, Cindy, and see if your name shows up in blue. I just put a Cindy Sandu in there, but her bubble was blue and it had a C in it. It didn't have your picture. It didn't bring the one up with your picture in it, so I don't know if it was. No, it wasn't you. That was someone else. Huh. There's only one Cindy Sandu that comes up, and it's their name has a blue circle, not a circle with their picture in it. So that may not even be. Yeah, it's got you in got this Cindy Sandu in as a moderator, but your name is not showing up in blue. And like I said, yours has a picture, and this one doesn't. So I got to take this other one out because that's not you. So I don't know. I don't know why yours is not coming up. I'll have to check on it later. I'll keep checking it until I find what's going on with your name. Let's see if I can bring your name back up in chat. There, now you should be in. Cindy, I think your name will be blue now with a wrench. There you go. You're a moderator now, Cindy. Woo woo. Yep, you're a moderator. So we got two in here. And Connie may be working. I don't know what Susan's doing. And I don't expect moderators to be in every single live that I put on. I mean, I don't expect that at all. Because you can't be at every one. Because you never know when I'm liable to go live, just like today. It wasn't planned. I just did it. Come on, trolls, I dare you. There you go, girl. You get them. Yeah, I went to some other people's live chats and I saw the same person leaving bad comments in theirs, just like they did mine. Especially that Jose. He just goes in and changes the number behind his name each time you block him and he comes back. I bet I got him blocked 6 or 7 times in my system right now. And he'll keep coming back under a different number. But if you keep reporting him repeatedly every time he does it, just don't block him. Block him, but report him as well. He'll pretty soon stop it because he'll get in trouble. I know it's freedom of speech and all that, but you can't harass people with, bad remarks like he's doing. That's just uncalled for. Kona coffee. What you drinking on? This is my coffee that April sent me. My Kona coffee. It's vanilla macadamia nut coffee that she sent me from Hawaii. It came in the mail today. And I got it in here. Where is it? I left my toolbox outside, but I brought the bag of coffee in because that's why I came in. I wanted to make a little bit of the coffee. This is the coffee that April Flowers sent. It just came, and the tool pouch that Ann Watson sent me, it's outside. But if you'll go back and watch the beginning of the video after we close out the live, you'll see the tool, the garden tool set, the coffee, the pouch, the little holder that goes with the tool set. It's got 6 different tools like trolls, garden rake thing. It's got a weed getter hook. It's got pruning shears, and it comes in a pouch with 3 sections on each side that holds the tools. So it has 6 pockets, and there's 6 tools that go down in each pocket. Then you can open the bag, and it's about that deep, and put stuff down inside this waterproof bag. So it's real nice. Coffee's good too. It's just a shame that Ann Watson and April Flowers are not in chat right now to be able to have seen it, but they'll see the replay of it. Yeah, she's good people, okay. And it's good coffee. I'll just have to limit myself to 1 of these cups a day till it's gone, because I can't sit there and drink it all day, which I'd love to. I'd live on coffee. I'd definitely lose weight because I'd live on coffee, but my stomach won't let me do that. I guess I have ulcers and the coffee irritates them. 122 in Missouri. Yeah, and see, April is like 5 hours earlier than we are. So she's probably just about getting up by now. Yeah, it's 1:20 here. And so that makes it about 8 o'clock, I guess, in Hawaii, where April is. Paul says, I drink coffee all day, and yes, I'm crazy. There was one time I drank it all day long. I didn't eat, I just drank coffee. And I didn't gain any weight. The only problem is my stomach started bothering me so bad I couldn't drink coffee for a long time. I just had to stop drinking coffee completely because it caused my ulcers in my stomach to act up, and I was in so much pain I was doubled over. So now I just limit myself to 1, or once in a while 2 of these little jars of coffee a day, and I'm fine as long as I eat something. Because I don't drink the second one every day. Most of the time I just drink 1. So, but today it's a special occasion. I'm drinking my second one. I had to taste the coffee. All the acid in coffee. I don't know if it's acid or caffeine or what it is that does it, but something just really bothers my stomach if I drink too much of it. And there's Matthew Smith. My goodness, you never know. Coffee clears me out. I don't think it bothers me at all. Now, if I eat greens, yeah, then I'm on the throne, as my dad called it, quite a bit. My dad always called it the throne. I don't know if any of the rest of you have heard it called that, but if I drank coffee, I would never sleep. Yeah, I don't drink coffee except in the morning. I don't ever drink coffee this late usually. This is like afternoon. I don't usually drink coffee, but I definitely would not drink coffee past 4 or 5 o'clock, because if I did, I would not be going to sleep. If I drink anything at night that's hot like that, it's a cup of hot tea. And that relaxes me enough that it helps me go to sleep a lot of times. Caleb, love you too. And glad you could come. Well, I love seeing you in chat. It has oil in it. Gladys says my sons drink coffee and then they clean the house. Yeah, I guess it would give you energy to get up and do what you need to do about cleaning the house, huh? I'll be cleaning my filters after drinking this second jar of coffee this morning. I'll be switching the filters out, vacuuming the unit, and wiping down some of the dust off of it, and then put the new filters back in. I'll probably video it because I know no one is going to believe that my unit takes 3 filters, but it does. 3 of those big filters, and I'm going to video it when I do it. I want you to see. You're going to be believers. Oh man, that's good. Finger licking good, y'all. Tea in the afternoon. That's why I drink tea in the afternoon, yeah. My grandmother would never drink coffee. My mom's mother, the one that lived in New York, she did not ever drink coffee. But she drank her tea. Now, she drank a cup of hot tea off and on all day. She'd drink it before she went to bed at night, and she slept like a baby. But she would not touch coffee. And I drink both. We want to see that, Linda. You want to see me clean my central air unit? Well, you're going to see it because I'm going to video it. I probably won't be live with it, but I'm going to show it. I'll video it. Well, you know what? My mom, she drank hot coffee to cool off. She said it tricks your body, and I've done it. I've tried it, and it works. You can be broke out in a hot sweat because you're so hot working in the yard. Come in, fix you a cup of hot coffee, start drinking that coffee, and all of a sudden you feel like you've cooled down. And it tricks your mind. Once your stomach has something hotter than outside your body is, it makes your mind think your body is cooled. And it works. Try it. You'll see. Get real hot and think you want to drink something ice cold. Instead, drink you a hot cup of coffee and see what happens. When you have headaches, you drink mint tea. You learn that from your grandmother. Yeah, Paul, a lot of the herbs work, the spices, different things work instead of medications, you know. In fact, a lot of the medicines are made out of herbs and spices and plants that grow, so. Gladys says I drink tea all day. I put vanilla ice cream in it sometimes. Well, you saw me squirt whipped cream in mine. Yep. England, everybody drinks tea. I have a little bit of England in my background too, so. I've got Scotch, Irish, English, Italian mostly. A little bit of everything. So I tell everybody my ancestry is a smorgasbord. It's a buffet line. A little bit of everything. Yeah, the ice cream works pretty good too, but your whipped cream does real good. You know, they put heavy cream and stuff like that in the lattes and the fancy coffees, that they put the whipped cream in, and they make the funny designs and the leaf patterns in the top of the coffee cup. I don't go to that extreme, but yeah, they do that. Paul says, we're all mutts here. LOL. Do you know how to fix an ice maker in a refrigerator door? I have to make ice the old-fashioned way again. That's the way I always make my ice. I have ice trays up in my freezer. And I had ice trays in the new freezer until I needed that ice tray space to put a couple of packages of meat. So I took my ice trays out. And I said, well, when I cook down some of the meat that's in the freezer, then I can put my ice trays back in. And then my daughter-in-law and my son, see that ice maker sitting back there? That's one of those little electric ice makers. But I hardly ever use it because, you know, I can put 2 ice trays in this freezer and use ice all day long and not have to worry about it running out. Because as I use the ice, I refill the tray and put it right back up there. In a couple of hours, it's frozen again. I'm Swedish and English. It's Diana. Gladys is Italian, French, Greek. Huh. I remember you, Muhammad. Mod Asian. Welcome. Glad to have you. Yeah, I use ice trays, and my both refrigerator and new freezers both not frost free. You have to defrost it. I just haven't had to do the new one yet. I mean, I don't think it's frost free, but yes, thumbs up, please. Yeah, I just had to go live and show my gifts. I wanted people to see them, and I didn't want to wait to have to upload the video. That's good coffee. Old school is the best way, yeah. And you know, someone told me that the old refrigerators and freezers, the ones that are not the frost-free ones, the ones that you have to defrost, you keep your food in it longer without it getting frostbitten. Because you know, sometimes if you keep stuff in your freezer a little bit too long, it gets frostbite. And it turns like dried out inside. And you have to throw it away. And they say it's because your freezer is frost-free. It sucks out all the air and the moisture, and it causes your food to go, you know, to get that frost on it. Or what do they call it? Freeze frost or frost? I don't know. Freezer burn is what I'm trying to think. It gets freezer burnt quicker than if your food is in a old-timey refrigerator freezer that is not frost-free, because it keeps all the moisture in, so it takes your food longer to get freezer burnt. I didn't know that till just recently, till one of the subscribers posted that. So, see 24 likes? Caleb says, are you smoking, dear? I don't smoke, Caleb. I'm allergic to cigarettes. I can't even be around anybody that smokes. Yeah, I don't. I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. I'm allergic to cigarettes. They would make me deathly ill to try to smoke a cigarette. or anything. I'd be allergic to anything that you smoke. I don't even breathe the smoke from my fire pit when I have a fire in it. I try to stay so the wind is blowing the smoke away from me so I don't inhale any of it because it would make me sick. Yeah, old school sometimes is better. Everybody thinks because it's new it's better, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. Oh, my hair is wet because I've been around in the yard this morning. No, I don't smoke or drink alcohol of any kind. And you know, that secondhand smoke from weed and stuff like that is just as bad as smoking it yourself. Yeah, I cook good. I don't smoke. I don't smoke and I don't drink. I'm not like Julia Childs. I don't get drunk while I'm cooking. I have a good time cooking, but I don't drink doing it. What do I have growing in my garden? I have got tomatoes, okra, kale, tree collards, walking stick kale, purple kale, um, perpetual spinach, turnips. Um, I've got okra. I've got canary yellow melons. You probably saw in one of my recent videos that I uploaded. I think I've uploaded it already and posted it, where I cut that yellow melon that was out where the watermelon vines are. And I said I thought it was a canary melon because I had planted a couple of canary yellow melon seeds out there. And sure enough, that's what it was. It was a canary yellow melon. Not a watermelon. It's more like a cantaloupe. But it turns yellow on the outside when it's ripe. So I'm glad I went ahead and picked it. Because they don't get any bigger than what it was. You know, they don't get very big. I picked cantaloupe and I picked the canary yellow melon. And I cut it up in the video and I've already got it in the refrigerator. And I was going to eat some of it today or put it in a slushie. Because I still got watermelon cubes up in the freezer that I was going to take out and put in the food processor or the blender and make a fruit slushie. So I was going to throw a banana, some apple, cantaloupe, canary yellow melon, all kind of fruit in it with my watermelon. Makes a real good slushie. And then pour some 7-Up or Sprite in it. It's real good. I'm out of 7-Up or Sprite, so I'll have to go get some, but it's real good. It's a cool drink when you're hot. A slushie is. You know that. Yeah, I got the sweet potatoes. I showed them at the beginning of this video. And I've got so many more potato slips, I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. Yeah, smoothie. Well, thank you, Caleb. Oh, I'm glad I have stuff to smile and laugh about. The bottom of another cup of coffee. I eat my watermelon and cantaloupe room temperature. Tastes very much better than cold. I like mine cold, but I do like them when you just cut them out of the yard. But if I'm going to make a slushie out of it, I want them to be cold. And I freeze cubes of watermelon. So I can just take the watermelon cubes out and throw them in the blender with the other fruit. And I've already got some ice in there to make the slushie with. So turns out pretty good. I don't have ice cream to put in it. I've got some popsicles. When it's real cold, hot weather, I like the popsicles or the fruit pops, stuff like that, because they cool you off. Well, there's Susan. I'm sorry, Susan. I didn't let anybody know I was going live. I didn't even know I was going live till the last minute. But I wanted to show the gifts that I had just received. I got April's coffee. And I just drank a cup of it. We came in the house and I made a couple of cups of it in the coffee pot, coffee maker. And I got the tool pouch with all those garden tools in it that Ann Watson sent me, which is fantastic. And then while I was showing them, the delivery man showed up with a great big old box, and I didn't remember at the time that I ordered filters for my central air unit. And when I opened it, it was my 4 filters, because it takes 3 filters for my AC unit, my central air. And I said, I know nobody believes it takes 3 filters that are 16 by 20-inch filters. It takes 3 of them. But I have a 3-ton unit, and it takes those 3 filters every time I change it out. So it can get expensive depending on what filters you buy. I have something coming that I don't know what they are. Oh, wow, Susan. Wish you had some fruit pops, Gladys. Well, you need to tell your boys to bring you some home. If they're not home already, call them. Tell them to bring you some fruit pops on their way home. You have something coming and you don't know what it is. Well, is it something you ordered? And you forgot you ordered it, or is it something that someone is sending you? You should get Outshine bars. They are real fruit and very yummy. You haven't ordered anything, but you got something coming, huh? Oh, well, that'll be a surprise. It'll be like Christmas. That's the way I felt when I got April and Ann Watson's gift. It's like it was Christmas all over again. I got 2 boxes in one day. They come in watermelon too, Gladys. Well, here, I'll show you one of the pops I got. I think I got some up here. I think it's called a fruit swirl. A fruit swirl pop. I don't remember the exact name of them because I took them out of the box or the whole package and put them in the freezer separately. So I don't have the name of them, but they're like a fruit swirl pop. They are pretty good, and they will cool you off. Woo! They almost give you brain freeze trying to eat them, though. Especially when you bite them off like I do. It gives you mouth brain freeze. And then by the time you get to the bottom of it, you got actual brain freeze from eating it. But I don't like just to lick on them. I like to bite into them and get a whole mouthful of ice in my mouth. I get that too, Joanne. And usually when you go online where they tell you to go, they're wanting you to pay money to get it delivered when there's really nothing there to deliver. There, it's a scam to get your money, get your credit card information. Okay, Susan, we'll see you later. Have a good day. I know they are so good. I like to get the popsicles that have 2 sticks as well, and each one is a different flavor. But these are good. They really are. Woo! That's cold, cold after drinking that hot coffee. It gives my mouth freeze. Get mouth freeze out of it. Woo! Cold. Oh, it reminds me. My aunts years ago when I was a little girl growing up, in the summertime, I remember seeing my Aunt Gladys or my Aunt Grace or my Aunt Doris or Aunt Lois, because I had 5 or 6 aunts, my daddy's sisters, and they'd be sitting on the porch and they'd have a glass of ice. All it would be was crushed ice. They'd take ice and just crush it up, put it in a glass, and they'd be sitting on the porch eating ice out of that glass. Just plain old ice. But it was the best way to get water in you. You were eating ice and it cooled you off too at the same time. So I got used to doing that. But if you can get a popsicle or a fruit sickle like this, it's even better. At least it's got some flavor to it. I'm going to have to send an email to Ty Gladys, and I'll tell him that he better bring you home some popsicles or fruit sickles or something. And Caleb, happiness and goodness to be with you too. Love eating ice. These are better than ice cream. I buy these all the time, especially in the summertime, because I'm eating on them all the time. She says, okay. I hope he doesn't get mad at me if I email him and tell him he better bring Gladys some popsicles when he goes home. Ooh. Cole. He's cool. And I wanted to say too, the people that have mentioned or asked for me to make certain recipes when I cook, do my cooking videos. I have several requests to do cooking videos on different things. And the way that works is I have to do the videos on what I have available. You know, the ingredients I have here on hand to do the videos. So if I don't get to your video right away, it may be because I just don't have all the ingredients I need here at the house to do that particular recipe. But I have what I need to do other recipes that I've already got planned. So don't think that I'm not going to do your recipe. It just may take me a while. You know, if you request it yesterday, I'm not going to turn right around and do that video today unless I already have those ingredients on hand. So just bear with me. Your recipe will be done sooner or later. I don't know how long it will be, but it'll get done. Gladys said she loved the grilled cheese. That had to be the pimento cheese on Texas toast. And it would be even better to put a couple of pieces of fried bacon on it. Do a grilled cheese with bacon in it. I don't know, Cindy may have left already. I see some people have been leaving. And we probably should go. I've been on here an hour and a half or almost 2 hours, and I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to get on here and show my gifts. Kayla's always asking for a sweet smile. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. I didn't mean to make the video this long. I just wanted to show my gifts. Oh, she says I'm not gone, just on the phone. But anyway, I do need to go. I need to get my AC cleaned. I need to get those filters put in it and get that video done so I can get it posted. So y'all have a blessed Friday. Have a good night tonight and a blessed day tomorrow. Have a safe weekend. If you don't hear from me before then. You know me. I'm liable to pop up live tomorrow. I don't know. Whatever the notion strikes me. I'm going to finish eating my popsicle. And then I'm going to get busy on my central air unit. So y'all have a good day. And we'll chat with you later. Love y'all. Bye now.